Hello, hi friends. Friends, today session is to create service template in Versa SDWAN and how to integrate in device configurations. Okay, तो आज अपना सेशन ये रहेगा कि सर्विस टेम्पलेट को कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं और किस किस सिनेरियो में सर्विस टेम्पलेट का यूज है। बेसिकली टेम्पलेट है वो थ्री टाइप्स होती हैं वर्सा में। देर आर फर्स्ट वन इज डिवाइस टेम्पलेट. So device template is full configuration for that particular device. Second is the service template. So service template is for site specific. We can say that it can be application level service template, QS related or general type or next firewall related service template could be there. And third one is the common template. So common template is the template that can be used for as a common parameter for all sites in particular organization. Okay. So device template we already discussed in my previous videos, and today my our session is service template, and further we will discuss about the common template. Okay. So okay. तो आज हम ये डिस्कशन करेंगे. तो हमारी दो साइट्स हैं. एक साइट हमारी साइट वन है जिसपे ब्रांच वन डिवाइस है, साइट टू है मेरी ब्रांच टू साइट है, और दोनों पे कस्टमर्स राउटर है, सीपी टू है, सीपी वन है. सीपी वन behind there is one network 1.1 and CP2 behind there two subnet 2.2 and 5.5. Okay, so I am just giving brief about that configuration. So I configured one common template for device 1 and device 2. Okay, so I can show you. So here you can say that there is configured two devices. So branch 1, branch 2. Okay, branch 1 and branch 2. So branch 1 having different device group. There is device group is different on branch 1 and different group in branch 2. You can say DG spoke branch 1. Okay, and there is a different DG on branch 2. You can say DG spoke branch 2. Okay, so uh, and all design topology like it is a full mesh topology. Okay, so in full mesh topology there is no hub, there is no spoke, all sides connected to each other. Okay, and in and each device group you can see in DG spoke branch 1 for site branch 1 there is one post staging template, you can say spoke site template. Okay, meanwhile on other device there is same post staging template site spoke site template. uh, uh, I mentioned that site template name wrongly. You can say here spoke site I mentioned, so you can ignore. That is on that is not hub and spoke. There is full mesh. Okay, I can show you. So here this is the template. This is the main workflow template, spoke site template. You can say here topology type here I mentioned is full mesh. Okay, or there is a different configuration is also configured here. You can say interface. So interface there is WAN 1, WAN 2 and LAN 3 is LAN interface. On tunnel there is nothing configuration, routing is nothing, and that is the main global template you can say. So our task is that we want to communicate site 1 and site 2. Basically, we want to communicate CP1 to CP2, and we want to configure on branch 2 router as two subnet towards LAN side, and on branch 1 we want to configure only single subnet. Okay, guys, you can see you can check the routes. So route routing instance RBL Bank is just for example, like its organization name. You can see here only local subnet 10 which is configured here. You can say 10 subnet and 20 is getting from remote sites. You can see here. So that is the configuration. But lane sides in global template, we have not configured any statics routes, or you can say here, we have not configured any routing protocol, any statics routes towards customers router CP1. Okay, so that is the configuration. Meanwhile, we can check on secondary router also. So root routing instance will be, you can see here. So here thing is that only 10 subnet route is getting from MPBGP for from site 1. Okay, for site 2 there is nothing configured, any statics routes or any routing protocols towards to CP router. Okay, so our task is to configure those statics routes those statics routes on branch 2 router, and one statics routes in branch 1 router. So guys, thing is that here you can check, there is common post staging template. So if you want to change any configuration in template, so that could be deployed on both devices. Okay, but we want not to configure the same. You can see here LAN VR, sorry, virtual router, LAN VR. We have not configured any types of static route, and our not I mean from design perspective, there is not correct way to configure any static route or routing protocol in common, you can say, post staging template. You can see. Okay, thing is that our requirement is different for, because we want to configure single subnet on branch 1 and two or more routes on branch 2. Okay, so specifically we will use only we can say service template ST. So ST, so that ST we will call on different sites, I mean branch 1 and branch 2. Okay, okay, so that will be our task. Okay, so let's see what will be. So guys, to complete this task, we have to create one service template. So we will go on configuration, and then templates, there is service template. So here we will configure one service template, name is lane route. Okay, static lane, we can say static lane. Okay, branch and type is general. Okay, so service template is created. Now we have to configure the configuration in statics lane, which is a service template. So in that templates only we have to add only static route in the lane VR. Okay, so first we will go on virtual router, and in service template there is nothing virtual router, so we have to configure here virtual router. So we have to keep same name RBL Bank lane VR, which is configured on the same. Okay, further we have to go on select on route virtual routing forwarding instance. So there are two types virtual routing instance we will use in that case if we have nothing requirement of any like control plane information, and we will keep virtual routing forwarding instance in case of we required control plane information. Okay, and now that VR is created, and further we have to create a static route entry. We can define we can say static route, or we can put as a variable value, right? Okay, so that template because thing is that we have to create only single static routes, okay, in that sites, and there is multiple statics. So there could be two routes, there could be five routes, there could be 10 routes or 15 routes towards customers lane. So in that case, that service template we can't use here on other side. So we have to create two service template, ST1 and ST2. In ST1 only single static route will be configured. In ST2 there will be we can create multiple types of static routes as per our requirement. Okay, so that is our task. Here we are keeping as a variable value. Okay, and interface I mean we have to create next hop address, it could be variable. Okay, so here we mention the destination subnet is a variable and next hop is also variable. So either we can use on different sites, whether there is requirement of only single lane subnet. Okay, so we have to create and then fine. All. Okay, and lane we are did. Okay, nothing. Okay, so template is created. Okay, so thing is that that template we have to configure on the or DG. So DG is there is different. So for branch one there is this is DG, and in that we have to create we have to call that service template here, RBL bank on and which was static lane. Okay, yeah, and we have to deploy here. Okay, so DG was updated successfully, and now we have to go on devices, workflow devices, and we have to go on device branch one. Okay, on branch one we have to bind that variables values. Okay, in service template. So you can see here statics lane, and that variable values are showing empty. So what could be on destination network? For destination network for branch one site is 1.1. Okay, so we are keeping as a 1.1/32. Okay, and it's asking for next hop. So what could be next hop? So in our cases, 190 we can see here 192.168.10.1 is the branch one router, and dot two is CP2. Okay, so I can show here. So CP1 admin admin well, to IP interface brief. You can see this could be next hop. Okay, so we have to keep this value 10.10 and redeploy. Okay, it's successfully. Guys, you can see here on branch one. As of now, there is no static routes configured. So that template we have to commit here. So now we have to go commit organization. So we have to go on commit template organization. We have to select, and then we have to select that service template. So on that service template, we want to check out commit the changes. So our ST was static LAN. Okay, and we have to select auto merge, and that device is automatically deprecated here. Branch one. Thing is that branch two is not showing here because thing is that branch two we have not mapped that service template here. Okay, so you can check differences. So what could be differences during the configurations after that committing the changes? So you can check here. So that default policy is created, and routing options static routes, that route is adding here preference, it could be one. So we have to go commit. You can see here, so that configuration has been pushed. Okay, so now we have to go on branch one. Branch one you can see has configuration has been pushed. So further we have to check the routes. So that you can see here 1.1 static route is configured. Okay, okay, and now you can ping out our 1.1 subnet from branch one. RBL bank lane we are. Okay, so communication is happening from branch 1 router to customer's router. Behind that subnet is configured 1.1. Okay. Further, we have to configure two subnets on branch 2. Guys, can you think? So that static template, then that service template can be used for branch 2 site? Obviously no, because thing is that in that service template we have configured only single static on single routes entry. Okay, so you can check here. If you will configure two entries here, if you will configure two entries, so that changes will impact also for branch 1. So for branch 1 we have to configure two entries, we can't put empty value. So in that case what will happen? So in that case we will use separate different service template. Okay, so it's just for example for two routes. In organization there we will mostly use 6 to 7 or 9 subnets routes here. So we have to select that template and we have to clone. So name could be statics len more. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and now we have go to on static len len more. This is the additional other service template. So we have to go there and we have to add one new entry. Okay, we have to clone it and all parameters will be same. Okay, good. And further this service template we have to call in different on that device group. Okay, so thing is that guys, you are thinking that this is full mesh topology and I kept 2 DG for branch 1 different, for branch 2 different. Thing is that our criteria is different, our objective is different. If I was using same device group on that both devices, so that was not relevant to uh, change the as per site specific. So that's why I kept on, I mean, both device group as a different name. Okay, so now go on device group digispoke branch, and we have to select on service template, create here, RBL ping or general. That is static len more. Okay, okay, yeah. Now go to device workflow on branch 2, and now we have to put those variable values here, because static len more, and we can keep here. Okay, 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 yeah. Something missing here. There is seeing only single values. Okay, let me correct you guys. Yes, we checked there was only single variable values for single subnet, because thing is that we have not created on other values in that template. So now we have to go there and we have to clone. Clone on destination clone could be something different, I think. Yes, yes, yes. So no issue. I have to create one more thing. Yes, that could be different. That value will be different. Okay. Yes, that's fine. We can check there is two statics routes. Now we have to go on branch 2 in workflow and binding, and our service template static len more route, and now you can check here. Yes, so whatever route 2 and 5/32. So we have to put here 2.2 2.2/32. Okay, and other prefix is 5.5.5/32, and next hop would be 192.168.20.2. Okay, 192.168.20.2. Okay, that will be same for here, which works as a next hop IP. We have to deploy. And now further we have to commit the changes. RBL Bank service template, and we have to go on static lane VR, merge, and we have to check the differences. You can check here. So in lane VR, you can check in lane VR, two routes are adding to 2/30. Next hop is 20.2 and other subnet is 5, and we are going to commit here. Guys, my second device is here. Okay, so commit was successful. Earlier there was nothing static routes towards customer's lane route. Now we can check. There is configured two routes, 5, 2, okay, and 1.1 is coming from remote sites. Okay, so guys, we can ping on both two routes from branch to locally routing instance RBL being lane VR. Yes, that's fine. Second, ping 5.5 or yes 5.5, and let me copy here. Yes, okay. So that connectivity is fine. That connectivity is fine. That connectivity is fine. And 1.1 route is also getting on branch 2 router. You can check here. Okay. So on branch 2, so route lane VR. So that route is also getting here. Can we check on customer CS router? So whatever those communication is happening or not. On let me go on branch 2 CP2 admin admin enable admin. Okay. So show run hyphen include IP or route. I have configured default routes towards 20.1. Am I ping or not? Route 1, that is the branch 1's source throwback 0. Yes, communication is happening. Okay. So from branch 2, so that communication is happening from CP2 to this. This communication is happening. Okay. Okay. So let me correct check here one more thing. So which trace route is taking here? 1.1. Yes. So guys, we have received the trace route from CP2 router. So from CPU router, CP2, once we are trying to connect, we have want to take trace route for destination 1.1. So that packet is coming on 20.1. Further from that interface, so that packet is hitting on that interface 10.1, and further 10.1 to go 10.2 and reverse getting from that same. Okay, so that is trace route from secondary sites, site 2 on CP2. Meanwhile, we can check on CP1. So CP1 is we are getting. I mean, definitely we will communicate, try to communicate here. Admin enable. So here same is configured here. We have configured default route towards branch one side. So let me try ping 2.2.2. Yes, pinging ping 5.5.5.5. Oh, yes. So communication is happening without. So that is the task. Our task is completed without changing any configurations in global template. While we can use service template. So in Versa SDWAN, that is the beauty of service template. So we can customize the configuration for site specific as per customer's requirement, as per our requirements. So that could be whether it could be full mesh or any other types of topology. So that's all guys. So, and in our upcoming videos, we will take so I'll upload some videos like you can check here. Uh, Guys, most of the in Versa SDWAN, in case of DIA, direct internet access, which type of configuration we have configured here? So mostly we have gone workflow template, and we have mostly we use tunnels, and we change we select lane VR, and mostly we select as a outgoing interface. It could be internet, and we have to select on dia and then recreate. So that is the wrong way. For suppose there are multiple sites, 100 200 sites are configured in our customers network environment, and in that case that changes can create the impact for all other sites. So in that case we will use a different service template for dia as well. So I created already here. Okay, I can show you. So in upcoming videos, I show you which types of configuration we will take in dia. Mostly in we have to enable CGNet also, so that that will I'll share later. On other content, I could be on like branch one or branch two side. I'll configure third-party IPsec, IPsec site-to-site IPsec tunnel. That could be firewall, FortiGate firewall. So that task I'll complete later on upcoming videos. So please like and subscribe. Okay, my channels. Okay, so that's all, friend. Thank you.